Hello, Global Unites team. I'm Alexis Girvan, now Girvan Toth, and I am really excited about the opportunity that we have coming up in the next 8 months to dive into the leadership development training program that I love and am really excited that Prashan and the team are offering to you. I wanted to tell you just a little bit about it, the big kind of overarching picture of what it's about, and then also how it will ensue, how it will roll out. I've been doing this work now for the last 8 years, and it is just deep in my bones. It's some of my favorite work to do, helping people communicate and relate better, to do their work even smoother, and truly to help each other and help in your team fight for the highest good of each other. What does love actually look like in action? To me, it looks like fighting for the highest good of the people that you lead. And in order to do that, you have to know yourself pretty well. You have to know how you lead and what it's like on the other side of you. So the program that we're walking through is called 5 Voices. It's a 5 Voices Leader Academy. And the 5 Voices is essentially the system and the process that we're going to walk through. And essentially what that says is, what is it like to be on the other side of you? What's your voice perceived like? What does it sound like? What does it look like? What does it feel like when you actually walk into a room and walk into a conversation? And so often what I find is that we have broccoli in our teeth. We have stuff that we don't even realize is there, things that we do, tendencies we have that actually undermine our influence in ways that we don't even know. So a huge part of what we're going to be walking through is identifying your voice, identifying what it's like on the other side of you, and then unpacking elements of that voice. So it is going to be a 8-month process. We're going to be meeting together during your national director meetings on the first Thursdays of each month. We'll be meeting together during the second half of that. And we will be diving into the foundations of understanding what it's like to be on the other side of you. So your voice within the 5 Voices system. From there, we'll be diving into the power of your voice, what it looks like when your voice is stressed or when you are under a lot of pressure. What typically happens, what's your default. Then we'll be looking at what it really looks like to cultivate leaders worth following, along with being a leader worth following, all things that you guys are familiar with, but I think we'll get to unpack it in some new and deeper ways. Then looking at relational dynamics, how does that play out in the day-to-day with your teams, with your counterparts, even with your leaders, and even with your families. One of my favorite parts of all of this is that it can translate over into daily life with your family. Then we'll be looking also at optimizing your own personal performance as well as building into leaders worth following. I think that is the majority of it. What we know is that so often teams focus so much on execution, on alignment, on capacity, and they just expect that relationships and communication and self-awareness is just gonna happen. And yet very often that is the very thing that doesn't happen, that just it's expected, but we don't pause the work, the execution to actually work on our relationships and our communication. And so that is really what we're going to be diving into. I am super excited to get to dive in with the Global Unites family. So hope that all of you will sign up and that I'll see you all at the beginning of May. We'll talk soon.